Hey, what's up everyone? MLT Magic Tricks here. So in this video, I'm going to be performing and then teaching you this really great no setup card trick that will definitely impress all of your spectators. But before we get into it, if you are new here to the channel, make sure you subscribe with those post notifications on for more card and magic trick videos like this. And also check out the link in the description to my Amazon page, where I have a collection of all the decks I use in my videos, along with a variety of magic tricks and accessories. Now let's get straight into this performance. Okay, so I would start off this trick by having my spectators shuffle the deck as much as they want. From here, I would have them choose a card. Let's say they select this one. In this case, our spectator's card is going to be the 10 of hearts. We're going to begin by getting this card lost into the middle of the deck. I'll give the cards a quick riffle shuffle, and for good measure, to really lose that 10 of hearts into the middle of the deck, we'll give the cards a couple of cuts as well. From here, I would explain to my spectator, I'm going to take out a card from the deck. It's just going to go ahead and be a random card. In this case, the 2 of hearts, not our spectator selection. I'm going to try something with this 2 of hearts. Now, I would tell my spectator, I'm going to turn the deck face up. I'm going to insert this random card, the 2 of hearts, somewhere into the middle of the deck, just like this. You guys can easily see this 2 of hearts out jogged. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to spread out the deck face up just like this, and you can see the 2 of hearts right here is face down in the middle of the deck. I'm going to take the 2 of hearts. All I have to do is snap my fingers, give the card a little flick, and you will see the 2 of hearts somehow changes into our spectator selection, the 10 of hearts, just like that. So guys, that is what this trick looks like. I definitely recommend you incorporate this one into your routine. So if you want to learn how to do it, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that performance. This is an excellent no setup card trick that you should certainly incorporate into your routine. So let's get right into the tutorial. All you need for this trick is a deck of cards. You're going to start off by having your spectators shuffle the deck as much as they want. Once they are done, you're going to have your spectator choose a card. They do have a completely free selection. Now, for the trick, when you're performing it yourself, you can have you and your spectator look at the card, or you can just have your spectator look at the selection. I think it makes for a more powerful effect if you just have your spectator look at the card, but either way, the trick will work. You're going to need to control this card to the bottom of the deck. So for the tutorial, we'll take a look at it together. In this case, we have the Ace of Diamonds. To control the card to the bottom, you're going to tell your spectator, okay, we're going to place your selection into the middle of the deck. You're going to push upwards on the card and inwards with your thumb. You're going to get this natural thumb break, just like so. And all you need to do is double undercut the card to the bottom. So you have this break. You're going to take half the cards from the bottom of the break, bring those to the top, take the rest of the cards from the break, bring those to the very top of the deck, and you've just controlled your spectator selection to the bottom, which is what you need. And you need to keep it there on the bottom of the deck, so you can do a riffle shuffle, maintain the card there on the bottom. Make sure you don't like flash to your spectator that their card's on the bottom. They may get suspicious. Now, after you have done some shuffles and cuts to keep their card on the bottom, the final move you need to do is reverse their card like this on the bottom of the deck. You know, I've taught a variety of tricks on my channel that involve doing this move where you need to reverse your card, your spectator's card there on the bottom of the deck. It's not too difficult of a move. So the exposed view involves you using your 3 fingers here and your pointer finger just to flip the card under the cover of the deck, just like that. Now, it may be a little tough to do if your spectator's directly looking at the deck, but the good thing for this trick is you can use some misdirection by having your spectator cut half of the deck. You're going to tell your spectator, okay, go ahead and cut half the deck. They cut half the cards like this, and you're going to give them the top portion of cards. You're going to tell your spectator, okay, go ahead and shuffle the top portion of cards, because guys, these cards do not matter at all. The order for these cards is completely random. While your spectator is shuffling these cards, you're going to have the bottom portion of cards, and this is a great time to do the move because your spectator is focused on what they're doing with this deck. You just do the quick move like that. You reverse their card on the bottom, and you're good to go. So after your spectator's done shuffling, you're going to take these cards back. And you're going to tell your spectator, okay, you shuffled the cards. I shuffled this portion. That's going to be your excuse. You're going to tell your spectator, you're shuffling this portion, but in reality, you're doing the little move. And then you can, do some overhand shuffles, and then make sure you keep their card there on the bottom. You're going to square up all the cards, and then you're just simply going to cut the deck in half one time. And you're going to want to make this cut as close to in half as possible. I'll explain why in just a second in the tutorial here. So you're going to cut the deck one final time because you're getting their card that's reversed now in the middle of the deck. Their selection is the only face-up card here in the pack. Obviously, keep the card square. You can do some false cuts, and be careful you don't accidentally flash their card when you're doing those false cuts. And their selection is still face up in the middle. And from here, you're going to explain to your spectator, you're going to take out a random card, and you're going to see if that can help you find their selection. Now, you can do one of two things here. You can go ahead and take out a random card. You're obviously going to want to be careful not to flash as you're spreading out the deck like this. You can kind of spread a big block like this. You know your spectator's card somewhere in the middle, so be very careful not to flash. You can just spread out the top portion. Tell your spectator, okay, I'm going to take out a random card, and this card shouldn't be your card, the 4 of clubs. You can do that, or you can have your spectator actually take out a random card. It might be even more powerful if you do this, where you have your spectator choose a card. So obviously, you know their card is face up in the right around the middle of the deck. So obviously, you do not want your spectator to choose their selection. So just force them to choose a random card here on the top, and you're going to ask your spectator, okay, is this card your selection? They're going to say no. Now, this is the final move. Once you have this random card, you're going to turn the deck face up, and you're going to take the random card, and you're going to insert it face down as close to in the middle of the deck as possible. And this is why you want to do that, because when you place their card in, this random card in, face down the deck, you're going to tell your spectator, okay, we have this random card here outjogged, and you're going to spread out the cards face down. Now, when you spread out the cards, because that random card was outjogged, it's not going to reveal itself in the spread. Instead, their selection right here is going to be the card that reveals itself, and the ace of diamonds, and you want it to seem like that random card was really their selection, and it just magically changed into it. Now, there's that random card is going to be hid behind the spread here, as you guys can see, and you want it this position of this card to match up closely to their selection. I'll explain what I mean by that right now. So one more time, your spectator's card, that's reversed. You have the random card. Now, let's say you place the random card really, like kind of towards the bottom portion of cards here. You'll see what happens. So as you spread out the cards, your spectator is going to think this card should be on the very bottom of the deck. But as you're spreading, that's in slow motion. They would expect the card to be up here. But then if they see the face down card, near the top, they will get suspicious. So that is why you want to place the random card face down near the middle of the deck where their actual selection is. So there's no suspicion as to how the card is changing, position in the middle of the deck. So I hope that made sense. Play around with where you place a random card in the middle. But regardless, guys, this card, the outjogged card, once it is, outjogged here and you spread it out, it's going to be concealed. As you can see here, we can't see it. And their selection that's reversed will be the card that reveals itself. And it just seems like that random card magically changed into their selection, leading to a very impossible effect at the end of the trick, making your spectator completely confused. And to come off completely clean, I mean, you are going to have this card reversed, so you can casually flip that over and then have your spectator take a look at the deck and move into another trick. So that's going to wrap it up for this tutorial. I hope everything I explained made sense. Definitely give this card trick a try. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you all in my next one. Peace out.